What's up, YouTube? It's been about probably a year now since I've posted anything. I apologize about that. I've been so busy with work, I just keep forgetting to video anything. But I'm gonna try to get back to doing some more videos. If you guys have any suggestions or stuff you want to see, just drop it down in the comments, and I'll try to get around to it. But I want to do kind of a tour review / update. I've filled the service truck full of what I would consider maybe the best budget tools available, and I'm getting ready to swap those back out to the shop and put all my Snap-on stuff back in the truck, because that's what I've been working the most out of. But I've been about a year with most of these tools in the truck, so I can do a pretty good review. Want to get to one thing first. I know there's been a lot of people kind of talking smack in the comments about my welding and stuff on the review I did on this welder, and I plan to do another one soon and answer most of your questions. I know some guys wanted to know about running a grinder and welding at the same time. I haven't tried that. I'm a one-man show, so I usually grind and then weld, or I have run lights and welded at the same time, and it will do that. But as far as that video goes, that was the end of a 14-hour day. I'd hard faced a bucket, welded some brackets back on a dozer, and done about probably close to a mile of pipe rail fence. So all I had left on the truck was just this thin little scrap metal, sheet metal I mean, to do a video with. And I was just burnt out. I didn't really care how the welds looked. I just wanted to show the machine working and show what it could do. But I'll get some plate out and all that and do a better review as far as that goes. But it's been a great machine. One thing I've noticed is, I think I mentioned it in the review the first time, the arc force and the amperage dial are garbage. Not accurate at all. Don't even pay attention to them. If this thing says you're running 85 amps, you're probably at 100. It's way off. So that's one issue I've had with it, but other than that, everything has been pretty good with it. I mean, as far as I've done some bush hog decks, some fencing, a few other odd jobs like that. I've hard faced some buckets with 6010. So it's been good for like rusty farm repair type stuff. And I'll do another video there, but y'all can stop talking trash or keep up. I really don't care. I haven't had any complaints about 125 an hour. Everybody's been happy with what they've got. Any big welding jobs I have, though, I will tell you, I bring them here to the shop and I use my ESAB. I've got a Multi-Master 260 MIG TIG stick, love this thing, and a Miller single wave or something. I hate this machine, it's a piece of junk. So anything, no matter what process it gets used with the ESAB, that does great. But as far as field repair, people typically don't care that much about how it looks, as long as it holds up and it works well. And I've also done a lot of irrigation pipe and hydrants and things like that with this Outlaw, and it's done great, man. It's run everything from a 16th to I mean, it's been a great machine. So it can run really light or really heavy. I do recommend keeping some scrap, and I usually have some better steel in here. I don't right now, just to kind of run a few passes and check your parameters before you start. It's got this guide up here, which you can ignore because the amperage on the machine does not match up with that. One more Harbor Freight thing I've been super happy with is their Badlands jack. I jacked up a Freightliner FL60 in the field and left it for 2 days before I could get tires and get back out there. Didn't leak down, nothing. It held up great. I've jacked up a few skid steers and things like that in the field with it. The other Harbor Freight thing I've been enjoying are the Hercules tools. Got the angle grinder, hex driver, die grinder, drill, heat gun, 1/2-inch impact, and the Sawzall over here. And I've noticed they seem to be a complete DeWalt copy. I mean, everything about them is a DeWalt copy except for the weight. These tools are heavy, and it's not a big deal unless you're using them, you know, every single day in and out. Like the Sawzall and the 1/2-inch impact are ridiculously heavy for what they are. I do like the batteries though. They are supposed to be oil resistant. I dropped this in a 5-gallon bucket of oil on a John Deere 5100M I was doing a service on, and just wiped it off with a rag and let it dry, and still runs great. My new favorite 3/8 impact is the 12-volt DeWalt. That thing's been awesome. I redid the brakes, drums, and shoes on this triaxle gooseneck with it, and took apart this rotavator. It had some bad bearings in it. Took it completely apart, waiting on parts to put it back together, but did that whole trailer with the 12-volt and that rotavator, and it's been awesome. It's pretty stout for what it is, so been happy with that. This thing right here, I'll give you the name. You can look it up on Amazon, just for shade or rain or whatever. It's been awesome too. It's pretty stout magnet. I mean, it's pretty stout, so it's been handy for sure. As far as budget hand tools, I've tried to do like what I would consider the best budget stuff, and the 1/2-inch drive is over on that rotavator, but I really like the locking flex head from GearWrench, just because when you lock it, it is completely flush. I did break, I had just a full chrome 3/8 because I like those better than the Comfort Grip. I broke it in like a week, and that one's lasted so far, but with a 1/4 inch and the 1/2 inches over there, not a whole lot of flex when they're locked. They've been solid. The Icon ratchets, I mean, they're fine. They're okay. Screwdrivers and hooks and picks and scrapers are all GearWrench and Tekton. I like Tekton better. Nothing wrong with either one of them though. The files are all GearWrench, so they've been fine. The pliers from Icon are just a complete Snap-on rip-off. If you're a Snap-on guy, that is great. I love the high-vis just because they're easy to see on a job. So I'm getting ready to throw all my high-vis stuff into the service truck. I do hate the grips, I really do. On the Icon and the Snap-on. The Icon grips are just a complete rip-off of the Snap-on, but almost even chunkier. And these Milwaukee's, I really like those, and Knipex is still my favorite just because the grips are so slim. I really like that better than how thick the Snap-on stuff is. Almost too much for me, but that's about it as far as hand tools. So, I mean, Harbor Freight is kind of stepping up their game. We got the grease gun there too. It's done well. It's a exact DeWalt copy. So that's all been good, but I think that's about it for this video as far as kind of updates and reviews. I know I got to do a video about, I'll have to get a helper to do a welding and grinding at the same time with the Vulcan. But guys, if there's anything you want to see in particular, any suggestions or anything like that, just drop a comment, and I'll try to do better about keeping videos coming out more often. We stay pretty busy, so it's kind of hard to remember to film everything, but I'll try to do better about that. And I appreciate all of y'all subscribing and everything. And yeah, if there's anything you want to see in particular, or review on a certain tool or whatever, let me know, and we'll try to film it. I'm gonna get back to swapping all the icon for the Snap-on stuff in this truck. So y'all take it easy, and I appreciate you watching.